Welcome back to Grow Joyfully and Garden Tour Saturday with your host, Grandma Sandy, and your co-hosts, Suffolk Susie, Pat's Garden Life, and Growing on Vancouver Island. Well, we've made it another week with our gardens intact, at least here where I live in Idaho. How are your gardens doing? I have brought in, as you can see, many different plants, mostly tomatoes. Here's a habanada plant, and I'm watering them. I've got to remember they're in here. I've got to remember to water them. So let's get busy. Welcome to the channel. It's been several days again since I've been out to my gardens. I'm starting today with the main garden. I haven't been able to get out here until about 3:30. It's been a really nice, slightly strange warm day. Only in the high 60s or low 70s. But for whatever reason, this garden was not getting watered. I think since we'd had some rain, somebody turned off the water to this garden, which is not good, because now things don't look good, but they will snap back with some really deep watering. These are the strawberries. But our water system with the canals will be closing down. If it hasn't today, then it will be right away. So we won't have any more water in the canals to do the big watering on the playing field here. All this nice grass. So it's going to get dry. I'm going to go to sleep for the year. But I just wanted to show you something. I finally got another sweet pea bloom. This plant actually looks quite healthy, so I'm pretty excited about that. Really glad. It seems like when the weather cools down, you get those types of plants like sweet peas, spinach, lettuce, brassicas, things like that do like cooler weather. So that's nice. I wanted to show you also my sweet banana pepper plant, and it is still going crazy and growing fruit. Next Wednesday, we're supposed to have our first frost. So I still have a lot to do. I'm behind, that's for certain sure. But as it is, I'm just going to enjoy the garden. I want to enjoy it as much as possible before we start getting that first frost and everything gets all frosted and brown and ugly and unhappy. All of this stuff that we see here will. The strawberries and the carrots can handle a certain degree that it goes down to. But when it gets too low, everything will get brown. So, got to take advantage of the time we have. Not quite sure if we're going to get a storm or not. But it is a lovely day as far as temperature goes. So how are your gardens doing? Do you still have your garden? Or have you had frost and everything's been ruined? I think Krista from Simply Just Krista has had a lot of frost. And for the most part, most of her plants are gone. And of course, the farther south you get, the more of a chance you have to keep your garden intact for longer. So we just have to keep doing our best. Keep an eye on these things, and if we have a little greenhouse of any sort, put some plants away, see how long you can keep them alive. Or if you have room in your garage or a corner of your house, on your windowsill, anywhere. Just to keep some plants growing and to be able to enjoy them. So I'm very grateful that we do have plants growing still. I've certainly got a lot of little florets off of these broccoli plants. I've got some there and a decent sized one here. So I think I'll pick those tomorrow and bring them in and make some dinner with them, even if I make broccoli cheese soup. The nasturtiums are starting to set their seeds. You can see them here. Whoop, that one fell off. I want to leave them on as long as I can so that they'll dry out Then I'll just take them into the main greenhouse and put them on the counter where they can dry. My sweet potatoes never did bloom. So will I get any sweet potatoes? I do not know that. I'll get back to you. I wanted to pick these tomatoes today, the Ananas Noir, but they sure look different. So I think they're probably a cross between Ananas Noir and something else. We have a little grandchild who has a soccer game in about an hour, and the skies don't look very good here. It's moved over from here to here, and I hope the skies do not open up until after the game. I've really been urging on my habanada peppers. They haven't even started to turn orange color. I hope we're going to be able to get some before first frost, because if I dig these up, it's really going to set them back if they recover from being potted up at all. More early habanadas. I picked 3 Kajari melons because it's starting to turn color here and I don't want them to get smushy inside. This one had already fallen off, so it may not be ripe, but we're going to cut them open and see how we did. My poor sick plants here are still producing cucumbers. Here's a nice big one. This plant looks absolutely terrible, but it has got some beautiful sun gold cherries on it. They're so crisp and sweet. Really wonderful. It's wonderful to have another garden tour Saturday. We're supposed to get our first frost on Wednesday. That's only 4 days away. But I'm going to enjoy what I have and as much as I can. But at least the sun is shining. This has been such a wonderful bonus garden tour Saturday. I hope so much that we get another one this coming Saturday. But most likely we won't, because it's forecasted to have frost on Wednesday. I'm sitting in here in the garden in the sun with my hands in the dirt, literally, loving it so much. Just loving it until I don't have it anymore. And then I'm going to focus on growing in that new greenhouse. The plants that I have moved in there look really good already, and it's kind of warm and cozy, and I'm hoping to make it a really nice experience for myself for this winter. So I hope you guys are doing great in your gardens or your greenhouses, or even growing things on a windowsill, that you're getting outside and loving life. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you on the next video. And it may not be out in my garden, but let's hope that it is. We'll see you next time. I got out here to the pasture garden to pick some tomatoes. They're still growing. We have about 4 more days. They all look really nice because the extreme heat is off them now. So they're actually doing a lot better. Came over here to see if there are any more cucumbers to pick. And of course there is. I made more pickles the other day. Let me just say that I'm well stocked with tomato sauce and pickles.